The 3 things keeping you poor in wholesaling real estate. Guys, it's Rick Ginn, and today I'm going to walk through in detail the 3 things that are really holding you back and not making you super successful in wholesaling. And I'm going to show you why it's doing it. And more importantly, I'm going to give you the fix at the end of this video so you don't make these exact same mistakes. But before I get into it, do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button, you hit that subscribe notification button to continue to receive the best information on wholesaling today from real wholesalers. So coming in at number 1, which seems like brutally obvious when I say it, but I want to go into some detail on this. It's your lack of knowledge of wholesaling. And I'm here to tell you that it's not 100% your fault, but you have to start to recognize it. You see, when you get excited about wholesaling, and maybe you found a video, a TikTok, whoever it is, me or Zach, I don't care whoever brought you in, I'm just happy you're here. But the reality is you are the biggest prime target in this market. If you don't believe me, just go through your social media feeds, and the minute you start looking at wholesaling stuff, you are going to be inundated with coaches. And you are going to hear the most perfect ad copies. It's going to sound so perfect. I've bought into it. A lot of you have bought into it, and that's why you're getting hammered. If you are new to wholesaling, it seems overwhelming in the beginning, and it seems natural. Hey, if I hire a guru or coach, they'll walk me through it. Here's the little known truth you don't know. There is a 95% failure in this business because the reality is these people are full-time coaches, and very little of them actually do wholesaling anymore. At one point, they did it, but they found this little known niche to do paid consulting coaching, and you can scale that many times over, way over what you can do in wholesaling. And for that reason, you are a prime target in this business. And that's why you get all these perfect ad copies. It sounds perfect. Hence the 95% failure ratio, which gurus completely admit to publicly. Now you got to wonder, how can somebody have a 95% failure ratio? The truth is they make it sound too easy and they don't tell you the truth about wholesaling. Now, if you want to actually learn how to do wholesaling, me and Zach, my son, have come up with a platform with 27 years combined experience. I've been doing this for 21 years. You take the old, you take the young, and bam, you have the perfect recipe. Not only did we come up with the perfect course, we made it 100% free because I'm tired of all the miscommunication out there. Listen, wholesaling is 100% real. It works, but the reality is you have to work. If you think a coach is going to make you accountable, you're kidding yourself. You have to learn to make yourself accountable. If you want to learn these tools and learn about every detail, we hold back nothing. I just want you to be successful. Go over to freewholesaling.com. Get past this lack of knowledge. But the problem is you have to get the information from a trusted source, from someone who's actually wholesaling today. Not someone that did it 10 years ago and they were really good at it, or somebody that did it when the market was going nothing but up and now they seem like a rock star because they coach thousands of students and they're millionaires. The reality is you want to find someone that actually does this business that will actually want you to succeed with or without them. So me and Zach give you all the tools over to freewholesaling.com and check that out. And please stop believing every social media person is. Listen, I don't know everything about wholesaling. I'm the first to admit it. And you know what? If you get the documents from me, then great. But anybody tells you if you don't get training or documents from me or my site, you're doomed, run, because it's a lie. Think about it. How did they get in this business? Somebody had to teach them. So I want to make wholesaling free and accessible to anyone because number 1, it's a very simple skill set. And number 2, you're all being lied to and you're not being told the truth. Get the knowledge. Make sure you get it from a trusted source. And guys, when you get it and you believe in it and you trust the source, go all in. Stop dipping in your toes. You can't try to wholesale. You actually have to do it. And when you get started, you have to build an incredible amount of momentum. Stop trying to use your own filters to apply your old lifestyle to what you're trying to do with wholesaling is to change your life, change your financial destiny, and get freedom back under control. You have all the power into you. It's up to you. Stop relying on people that are just trying to take your coaching dollars and find someone that'll help you get you your first deal, get you your first $100,000 and wants to build a relationship with you. Why do you think all these courses expire over a certain amount of time? Because they have to turn and burn. I want you to know the truth. The truth is wholesaling works. You have to work wholesaling. And if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. You have to bring your A game and bring the work ethic, and you have to go all in. So guys, I want you to be super successful. Lack of knowledge holds back a lot of people, makes people broke in wholesaling. Why? Because you give all your money to gurus and then they tell you about all these paid services you have to use. The reality is anyone can do it. Actually, it doesn't cost a dime, but you are going to have to put a ton of sweat, equity, and work in yourself. Lack of knowledge. I just gave you the cure. Go over to freewholesaling.com. Number 2, I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. You're lazy. The reality is you've been taught your entire life to be comfortable. You get food at a drop of a dime. You've got cold AC. You got heat in the winter. You sit on a nice, comfortable couch. You're probably sitting in something right now watching me and you're super comfortable. That's the problem. I'm here to tell you, wholesaling real estate is the opposite of being comfortable. And the reality is you've been conditioned your entire life to be comfortable. When you jump into wholesaling and you go all in, you are going to get wildly uncomfortable. And if you're not wildly uncomfortable, it means you're not applying yourself and you're not taking a massive amount of action to move towards getting your first deal or your first few deals. How do I know this? Because the people not getting deals, they're all comfortable and they're slightly complaining. The ones that get deals get wildly uncomfortable, go way outside their comfort zone, and they push. They're going into uncharted waters. They're not familiar with it. And honestly, they're doing what 95% of the world doesn't want to do. You've been trained your entire life to just be comfortable. And I'm here to tell you life's actually the opposite. It doesn't mean you don't have to work smart, but the reality is to really grow as a human being, and especially to grow your business and your income to unlimited potential, you have to do what others are unwilling to do. You're going to have to go way outside your comfort zone. Let's face it, school teaches you to what? Be the best employee you can. If that is your strive and you want to get a job, probably just shut off this video because you're going to be comfortable, but you're going to be broke. That's just the truth of the matter. To be truly successful in wholesaling, you have to accept the responsibility of being wildly uncomfortable, talking to thousands of people that are going to reject you, putting yourself out there and taking a risk in life. The reality is life is risky. You already know the outcome, so you might as well go all in and take that risk of unleashing your human potential to earn whatever you can, make it unlimited, and more importantly, get complete freedom of your time. The reality is being comfortable, the way you were brought up with your parents, with schooling, with all your friends and peers, you are going to have to make a sacrifice to get ahead in life. If you just want to get by, get a job, get something every 2 weeks, shut the video off. This is not for you. You are just going to have to grind. And if you can give up 2 years of your life, listen, you're still going to birthday parties. You're still going to see your families. You're just going to put Netflix on hold. You're not going to go out nearly as much as you do. And you are going to work on yourself. And more importantly, you're going to work on your wholesaling business. And in 2 years, I guarantee you can surpass all your friends, family, and then everyone will look at you like, how did you do this? The reality is you put in the hard work. Don't think you can put in 1 week's worth and be set for the rest of your life. 2 years statistically in wholesaling, if you can show up, be accountable, take a massive amount of action and move forward and stop trying to live your old lifestyle, amazing things will happen in your life. Coming in at number 3, and I talk about this all the time, it's your ego. Rick, what do you mean your ego? Listen, the reality is everybody has an ego. The ego is a weird thing because we all have it, but we can't quite put our fingers on it. And I'm here to tell you, my 53 years on this earth, I'm here to tell you how it works. Your ego is your self-perception of you, of what you think others are going to think about you. Think about that. Your ego's function has a multiple effect. Number 1, always to make you right, give you instant gratification, and to defend your viewpoint even if it's at a fault. And if you haven't learned by now, anyone who wants instant satisfaction, you can't grow as a person. And more importantly, when your ego is engaged, you cannot be open to learning new concepts, learning how to grow and develop a business because you're too busy being right, because you want that instant gratification. And guys, this is a skill set you're going to have to practice on a daily basis. You have to leave your ego at your door. So when your ego shows up, I want you to think of it, instead of inside your head, think of it as a third-party person sitting next to you. And if they're giving you really bad advice, you need to get rid of your ego. Now, you're going to have to work on it. The person that can awaken themselves and understand their ego is very self-fulfilling. It only wants to be right, and I can't grow as a person. I can't grow my business, and I can't learn new concepts until I put my ego in check. If you can learn to identify your ego and put it in check, amazing things will happen in your wholesaling business. Guys, I've been in this business 21 years. The most important thing I figured out well into my wholesaling journey was to get rid of my ego, because I could listen, I could learn, and more importantly, I could grow as a business person and as a human being, a father and a parent. So guys, you survived to the end of the video. Let's talk about the quick fixes, and this is going to be really fast. Number 1, if you're lacking knowledge, go over to freewholesaling.com, and I got 27 years experience, and it's from a trusted source that you get all the information. I don't hold back anything. I will never hold back anything at freewholesaling.com. I will never pull information out of there to get coaching fees, and it's all available not only to get your first deal, but get you to your first $100,000 so you can believe in wholesaling and get financial freedom for you and your family. Number 2, the cure to lazy, just get wildly uncomfortable. Go do the things that you need to do and stop trying to do wholesaling under the filter of your old life, because that didn't work. And if you think you're going to take that same comfortability and bring it into wholesaling, you're 100% going to fail. Get wildly uncomfortable, and the more uncomfortable you get, the more change you're making and the more progress you're going to make towards being a successful wholesaler. And last but not least, number 3, your ego. Lose it. Nobody cares what car you drive. Nobody cares what gold chains you wear. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you can check your ego, you will open your mind to absorb more information than your fellow wholesalers, and that will put you a step above, and it will also virtually eliminate your competition, because your competition's full of ego. If you lose your ego, you are going to rise above to the top. So guys, let me know in the comments below, are you going to address these 3 major issues that are making most wholesalers poor, and which one do you struggle with the most, and which one do you need help with? Let me know. I would love to talk to you about it. And as usual, if you got value from this video, do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button, you hit that subscribe notification button to continue to receive the absolute best information and the truth about wholesaling. It's Rick Ginn, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.